What's up, motherfuckers? We're gonna do a little test today. We're gonna see if a real amp sounds better than the top of the line Nolly Neural DSP plugin, which is supposedly the top of the line, and it might be. It very well may be. I'm a big fan of Nolly as a bass player myself. He has been a big influence for sure. And I play bass with my fingers, and he's a pick player, which, you know, obviously being a finger player myself, I'm always going to discriminate against you guys with the picks. But Nolly, he's pretty tight, and he's an amazing producer. But, so you would think he'd have the most amazing plugin ever, right? I don't know. Well, we're about to find out. So today, I'm jamming on my Jackson JS Warrior, fucking great guitar. I got my EVH Dunlop picks, 1mm. I just ordered a huge pack of these. They're expensive, and it's like, I just wanted to get them because it's like, if you buy expensive picks, do you really notice the difference? The answer is yes, you do. So we got Ernie Ball strings, and we're going to be playing out of this Fender's Champion, little 20 watt. Picked it up for fucking 90 bucks. And we're recording with the mic, which I also picked up on Amazon for 50 bucks. So, and we're just going to record straight in to Pro Tools with 0 plugins on this channel. And then we'll compare that to Nolly's 5150 on his signature plugin with no, you know, extra things on. And I'll just make both channels sound as good as I can by tweaking the individual units, not adding additional plugins. And we'll see what we get. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting experiment. And it's almost in the same realm too, because Fender is related to the EVH 5150. I believe Fender makes the 5150. And then this is, so we're going to be comparing that against their supposedly top of the line amp modeler versus literally the cheapest low end budget combo amp that you could buy for a beginner. So I think it's going to be interesting, you know? Let's see. Alright guys, here's my Neural DSP Nolly dialed in right here. I turned off the EQ as well. We'll turn that off. And yeah, let's give it a listen. Just got it right here in mono with no extra plugins. So let's give it a spin. So in conclusion, after listening to both of those tracks, I have to say they sound pretty similar. And it really kind of makes sense because the plug-in is usually about $100. They do sales and change the price from time to time. And that amp was about $100. Plus I bought a $50 mic for the amp. So really the amp is more expensive. So, but what does that mean? Great value for each option. I personally prefer the live amp and the mic. The feel is different when you're playing. It's tough to explain, but if you play guitar, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The amp just responds a lot more directly than the simulation. But why are then Top Line Studios using these plugins and putting out real albums, like for big bands, like Lorna Shore? Lorna Shore uses plugins. I mean, I don't know what Lorna Shore uses, but on their records, they use plugins. So, and I'm listening to their album and I'm like, I don't know, it's not doing it for me. Sound-wise, it's not very dynamic. And then you look up, oh wow, you see their producer using a $100 plugin as their main guitar tone. It's like, okay, what would happen if you actually use some real gear? That's what I'm going to find out.